Let's see if Theresa is on here. No, okay. Hope you guys are having a really great week so far. See if I can fix that for a second. Wait for Theresa to jump on. This is her first power hour. Super excited for her. I'm really seeing a lot of people pushing now towards the end of the month, and it's always so exciting to watch everybody, and just makes me so happy to see everybody pushing. And there's Theresa. Hi, you're muted. Let me unmute you. There you are. You're unmuted. Okay, I am going to make Theresa host. Okay. Yes. All right, Theresa, you're the host.
Okay, I've never been a host, so this is all new to me, but it's about time, right?
Yeah. So everybody give her lots of love tonight and show her that we love her. Have a great power hour.
So I'm on my phone. I couldn't get my laptop to connect, so I'm on my phone, so I don't know if it's any different, but I guess we'll just see how this goes. Are you out walking?
I just go inside from outside, and it's raining, and it's nasty. It's disgusting. Yeah,
all right,
it's
so
working the same way. I can hear you just fine, and I can see your pretty face just fine.
Oh, good, good, good. All right. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. And I've never even been able to watch one of these because I've been in the middle of selling my house and moving my locations for a shop I have, and haven't had a chance to hop on one yet, but I really want to get involved in this. So I'm excited. My first time happens to be a time where I've never been involved, and I don't really know how this usually goes, but we're just going to wing it. So, so one of the things that I like to do, and one of the reasons why I thought it would be good to share this, is because it is something new. I kind of concentrate on growing local, and a lot of people really don't know how to grow local. They only know how to do the cold market, where you reach out and you get all these people that you don't know, these strangers. And so for me, I'm finding that growing local is a little bit more warmer. You get to develop relationships with people. They tend to stay on the product longer, and you can work with them and troubleshoot with them a lot easier than you can a long distance relationship. So although I have tons of the long distance and I love them dearly, I'm a hugger. And if you're a hugger, then you know you love to see people in person. So for me, that really works out well. And so, Stacy, am I doing the whole hour, or is someone else doing anything? Because I got to
do what?
Am I going to do the whole hour?
Yeah, if you want to. If you've got an hour. If you need me to jump in at any time, just let me know. I'm going to try to be here the whole hour. But we got a lot of different things going on this evening, and if I'm not here, just
if you need me to shut up, just tell me and I will.
Oh, no. This is what we're here to do. We're here to learn from everybody, and here to learn, how people do it differently and how other people have success, because it's so awesome to get different ways and different points of view and different stories, because when they all come together, it just makes everybody realize what they can and cannot do and how to make each story and make it their own. So you're good. But if I'm not here and you need help, Valera's here. She's awesome on Power Hours. She's done several of them. And Melissa Sarney's here. Kyla Helms is here. And they will, if you need them to, just holler for one of them and they'll jump in and help.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to tell y'all the first way to grow local. And it's, of course, the typical way of going to, a fair or having a booth, at a craft show or something like that. And from my experience, I joined True Vision in August of 2014. Was it 2014? I believe, yeah, it'll be 5 years this August. And so from experience, I've learned that it's easier to stick with your core products. So if you go to an event, you don't have to have all of the products. If you bring just your core products, which is, mainly your True Vision, True Control combo, drink form, and capsule form, the majority of people like the capsules better. So if you don't have the drinks yet, that's fine. You can still do a craft show or do anything like that, a fair event with just this right here. The first time I ever did one, we were on back order when we first started, and I actually did it with empty boxes, okay, and collected the money and took the orders and sent them the product. So the main thing is don't find an excuse. I don't have the money. I don't have the product. You can do anything that you put your mind to. So if you have just an empty box, you can go do a craft fair, okay? It's that simple. Bring some sheets of paper and have them enter a drawing, and that's how you get your contact information.
You are muted. I don't know if you lost service.
Okay, I think I was muted.
There you go.
Okay, I don't know how I got muted. So one of the best ways to do a local event is to make sure that you're capturing your contact information. Even though you don't make a sale, like say for instance, you do your first event and you don't make a sale, all your information captured, your name, your phone number, your Facebook name of the people that you've met are going to get you all of your local contact, and that way you can invite them to events that you have local. And so don't ever think that things have to go a certain way to be successful. So anyway, you can do that with just a sheet of paper. Oh yes, there is a new PowerPoint. That's right, there's an awesome one. And so I have these made up with Vistaprint, and I have them put their name, phone number, Facebook name, and then I ask them if they're interested in skincare, detox, essential oils, weight loss and fitness, health benefits, or a fun career. And you would not believe how many people will check the fun career. So it takes the guesswork out of whether they want to do this as a career or not. So make sure that you put, a fun career at the bottom if you're going to do something like this. You can have, like say for instance, you don't have all of this and you're brand new. You can just have a sheet of paper of what you want them to write on their sheet of paper. And so like say for instance, this is what the information I need. Get them some sheets of paper, let them fill out this information on just a blank sheet of paper. That's fine. We all have to start without having everything. And like I said, I started with empty boxes and I collected. Okay, so this, I designed it on Vistaprint. So Vistaprint has notepads that you can design. And that's what I did, is I designed them. There's always codes for like 25% off and stuff like that. Okay, yes, so malls would be awesome for this because I have, you would not believe how many of these I have just filled with information that I use, okay? So I have hundreds of these filled out from local people that I'm able to put into a mailing list and stuff like that. So make sure that you are getting information local, okay? don't just go out and try to sell trials and try to sell 30 days. Make sure you get the information. The information is almost as important as making the sale. So that's a little tip for your craft shows, your malls, stuff like that. I can definitely send you the information for the Vistaprint. I can actually put it maybe in a comment here, or I can put it in the Truest Ones group, and you can all share. So let's see, what is next? Okay, so the trials. Okay, these right here is what you want to get into people's hands. Okay, everyone can afford the $29. It doesn't matter. I mean, I had just gotten foreclosed on. It was in really bad shape financially, and I got a trial. So, okay, yeah, I can put it here. And so, so the thing of it is don't think that people cannot afford the product, okay? Because once I started using the product and everybody wanted it, I got my product free almost immediately. So don't count somebody out. Don't prejudge somebody. Some of our top leaders were not doing good financially when they first started with their first trial pack. Actually, I think all of us, right? Like all of us weren't. So very few of us, I guess you'd say. So one of the things that, another way I grow local is I do a weight loss study. And so you can go into your buy, sell, trade groups, Craigslist, anything that where you would like to advertise, preferably free. I like free, right? We all like free. So advertise a weight loss study, local weight loss study. You must be in this county or this city or wherever you're at that's close to you. And so you're going to find a place. You can do it in your home. You can do it at a friend's house. You can do it at a park. You can do this little brief meeting at a restaurant. A lot of times, if everyone comes in and orders drinks, or even you could do it for like a luncheon, you can use their rooms for free. If you have any friends or family that works at a hotel, you can use a meeting room for an hour or two there. A lot of times that's either very inexpensive, or if you're close to someone, they'll let you use it free. So we actually have had, I've done this, Lynette Jacobs and Jennifer Montgomery have all done this, Tyler Montgomery also. And what we do is we run a weight loss study ad, and we have hundreds, sometimes thousands of people wanting to do the weight loss study. But you know that when you talk to a lot of people, very few people follow through. So there's several different ways you can do this. You can just advertise the weight loss study and a time and a place for them to meet you. Like say from 10 to 12 at Big Sombrero Mexican restaurant in the back room there, okay? So you can advertise it that way. You can advertise local study, taking appointments for a local weight loss study. And you can make an appointment. You can make like every 15 minutes, have an appointment. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring a tape measure and you're gonna bring a body chart. And if you haven't seen the body chart, I'll get that to you too. And I like to use the body chart that has multiple points of measuring. The more that you measure, the more inches that are lost. So that's another thing is the body charts that just have 7 points to measure, if you're going to help them do the measuring, just go ahead and do the one that has the bunch of points, because we've had a lady that lost 23 inches her first week on one capsule of each a day from measuring all 20, I think it's 23 points of measures. And so out of my 55 people that I did this study with, they lost 3 to 10 pounds their first week on 1 dose a day. We always do 1 dose a day, and then if they feel like they need more, we up it. The reason why we do that here local is because, you know, when someone does end up having a problem, they're scared and they get off of the combo. So we don't want it to be too much minerals on a body that's never had the minerals before. So we do 1 dose a day, and then we weigh and measure them, and then they come back a week later and we weigh and measure them again, and then we give them their results. And if they want to continue and come back the next week and follow up with the weigh and measure, they can do that also. But after that first week, they usually order a kit or the 30-day. combo. So very few people ask for a second trial. We do a second trial if that's a request of theirs. And we go ahead and do another weigh and measure at the end of that trial, okay? So what I do is I give them, there's lots of ways you can do this. You can cover your costs and do it at a discount for the weight loss study. You can have them leave a deposit, and then on the follow-up, you could give them part of the deposit back or apply it to their kit purchase or whatever. You just do it however you need to do it. I've done it several different ways and all ways worked. Okay, all the ways worked great. So what I do is I give them, I'll give y'all this too, is I give them their trial pack, and then I give them a sheet of paper with the 7 days on it, the products to consume, the time they took it, and then a food counter so that we know they are eating. Because, you know, a lot of times people get on this, they're not hungry and they don't want to eat, and that's not good. So we make sure that they are eating, the time that they took it, preferably, you know, in the morning with their first meal. A lot of people skip breakfast, right? So if they're doing one a day, they can do it with their first meal of the day. We definitely don't want people to, some people just have a sensitive stomach and they can't do mornings with food or anything, you know, food or minerals. So I say first meal of the day. I have my phone number, my cell phone number, and kind of give them an idea of what's a good meal for them to have with it. Maybe some type of protein like eggs, almonds, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, you know, something like that. And then I give them the ingredient list on the page. So I make sure and copy the ingredient list, and that way they have it right there with this. So if they need to bring that to their doctor or anything like that, they can do that. And if they just need a quick reference of what's in it, then it'll be right there for them. So we put the follow-up meeting on the 7th day. I'll put the time slot and the day, you know, the day and time that they need to come. I say don't forget to be on time for your next visit at our office or at our, you know, our meeting or whatever you want to call it, with the address that you're going to do the follow-up appointment at. Okay, so I keep the body chart and I keep the measuring tape because that's a reason for them to come back. I keep it in a file, and that way when they come back, I have it ready for them to go. And so I feel like if you give them the body chart and the measuring tape, they're more likely not going to follow up with you, and then they'll probably just order it online or, you know, go to somewhere they shouldn't go to get the product, somewhere that they're not going to get help or anything like that. So that's how I do it, okay? I do 7 days. You can actually do 2 weeks if you want to. For new people, most of my new people, this is a 15-day, okay? If they need more, then we go ahead and have them start on 2 a day. But I would say 80% of my people that first start on the product and have never used anything like this is a 15-day for them. Okay, everybody's different. So whatever you want to do, it's your business. You don't have to do it exactly the way that we're doing it here local. So just do it the way you want to do it. And like I said, you can charge them full price. You can give them, you know, at your cost for the trial study part only. You can do it as a deposit and put it towards, you know, the product at the end that they order. So just however you want to do it is fine. It's a good way for you to compile. I wish I had the notebook. I have a notebook with all of the information. I keep all of the information, all of the, if they want a copy of it, they can take a picture of it, or I can scan it and send it to them. So I keep all of that so that I can compile the data from the weight loss study. So far, they've lost from 8 to 23 inches, and then 3 to 10 pounds their first 7 days. And so that's out of 55 participants. We're going to start that back up in about 3 weeks. I have a girl that goes to college, and she's taking her finals and stuff right now. And so she actually places the ad and gets the people lined up for me to weigh and measure and get them started on their journey. So we work together and partner up for the weight loss study. That's not necessary. You don't have to have 2 people to do it, but you can definitely do it with more than 1 or 2 people, 3 even. So my assignment for you guys is to try to do something local. Try to do something something that's in your hometown where you can physically hug people. They can see that you care, and the emotion, and so much of what we do now is so cold, and people don't feel the way they feel in person with you, and the connection's not there as much. So what I want y'all to do is, anybody that does the craft show, the mall, or even, you know, the weight loss study, anything local, if you even just try it, let me know, and let me know the response you get. And you get a free sample pack as a prize. That is a great idea. No, I've never done that. I've done a few things similar, or maybe if they've ordered, if they do order a big kit, I'll give them a free trial so that they don't have to run out of product. Okay, so there's so many different ways that you can do it. Just be creative. But anyone that does it, I'm going to put y'all in a little drawing, and so make sure that y'all, I don't know how, but make sure y'all let me know that y'all done it. So I'm going to put y'all in a drawing for this True Vision Bling necklace. And so anyone that that tries it, just let me know. And I'd say let's give it, you want to give it like 3 weeks. That way it's enough time for y'all to do something with it. Okay. So anyway, I think that would be fun, and I love to give, so that's a way for me to give back to y'all. And let's see, what else? Okay, so do y'all have any questions? I didn't even introduce myself. I'm Theresa Pierce. I'm a 5-star director with True Vision Health. I didn't do this right at all, but hopefully you're learning something, right? Okay, so that's how I do local. There's so many different things that you can do. So for me, it's about attraction marketing. How long have I been in the business? I've been with True Vision. It'll be 5 years in August. And I was with Dave Brown and his previous company since March of 2012. So I've been around with Dave Brown about 7 years. That is a long time, right? So, so anyway, I was going to tell y'all, you know, the thing about it is you get into this business and you think it's like a lotto ticket. Like, I got my spot. Now let's see what happens. And that is not the way to grow this business. There's so many people I see that they keep waiting for that lucky thing to happen. And if you don't go out there and get people, you literally have to go out there and get people. And I don't know if there's a group for this, but we may need to make one if there's not. I think we need to have a group for people to practice in, a group for people to practice lives, or to just practice, you know, what they would say, you know, when they approach somebody. Or, you know, one thing that I like to do is I always wear something that's big and blingy, because people notice it, right? Like if you see someone in the store that has a big, beautiful purse and stuff like that. So like, say for instance, these earrings, okay? So these earrings catch people's attention when I wear them. They always say, oh my gosh, I love your earrings. Or my ring, okay? So I wear a big blingy ring. And I don't have to dress up. I can look like I'm going to a garage sale or getting gas or whatever, and I have people say, oh my gosh, I love this or that. That's attraction marketing for me, because it opens the door for them to start a conversation. And so I always tell them, like if they say, oh, where did you get, you know, your purse, or where did you get this? And I'll be like, I'm not really sure, but once I get home, I'll look at my receipt and I can't remember where I got it. And let me get your name and number and I'll call you. Or let me add you on Facebook. That's been the biggest thing lately I've been doing is adding them on Facebook, because to me, it's so much easier. They see what you're doing, and you don't have to reach out as much, like a phone call or something like that. So I'll just Facebook message them, hey, you know, I got the purse at, you know, TJ Maxx or whatever. And it's actually worked a few times, believe it or not, where I've gotten some local customers from that. So yeah, don't think that it's just something that's going to happen. This really is a job, and you have to work it like a job. And you don't have to do it a certain way. I mean, it's great to follow the leaders, but if you notice, I'm sure all of the leaders that have been on here and that you've been watching, they all have these little niches, that work well for them. And so you can try these different things and find the one that works best for you. That is the reason why us leaders like for you to be exposed to all the other leaders, is because not only that, sometimes you click or you connect with somebody different besides your sponsor, and we all need to learn to grow. So definitely just take different ideas from different people. And I always say we're all like a puzzle piece. And you take little puzzle pieces from each leader and you put together your own beautiful puzzle, and you put some pieces in your puzzle. Okay. So yeah, anyone that wants to inbox me, it's Theresa Pierce, Theresa Deskin Pierce, DESKIN PIERCE, Theresa with a H. And so yeah, I'm welcome to share. I'm going to share anything that I can with you to help you grow. And also too, I'm in Montgomery, Texas area. So if any of you are in this area, feel free to get with me and I can help you. We can hold meetings. I'm going to be holding weekly meetings here. I do have a shop now. And so I'll be able to hold them here. And that PowerPoint presentation is the bomb. Derek Rain shared that with us earlier, and it is really awesome. So I can't wait to start using that. And let's see, what else? Okay, so did y'all see the new trial that was put out today? The $50 for you get the drink and the capsules. Okay. What I love about this is, how many people do you get that order something and they're like, oh, I wish I would have tried that one. Well, what I tell everybody is I use them both. Okay. If I, oh, are you? Okay. Yeah, all of us Texas people, and then same thing with other states. I mean, we really need to build strong local True Vision meetings and organizations. Oh, you're in Splendora. That my best friend's from Splendora. Rowdy Hayden, the sheriff. I think he's the sheriff there. That is my best friend's cousin. Yeah, Rowdy Hayden. Okay, so what I always do, I'm in Montgomery, Texas, JC, and it's just north of the Woodlands and just north of Houston. But what I always do is I always use both. Like, say, for instance, if I have a little bit more time in the morning, I'll mix 2 of these in our big shaker bottle or 32-ounce bottle, and then I'll just sip on that for a little while. Oh, you are far away, Rochester, New York. And then whenever I don't have much time, I'll just grab the capsules and take those. So I say use them both. You don't have to pick one, and they work great in combination together too. I actually lost a little more weight once I started combining the 2 together. So you can definitely do that. And if you don't know my story or anything like that, I'm going to share that with you right quick too. So this was me right at 300 pounds when I found Dave Brown. Okay. Right. And so I'm down 110 pounds so far on these amazing products. And don't feel like you can't try something else too. Like, if you are at a plateau, hang in there with this. But you can also throw, I throw a little bit of ketones in the mix also, and just try something new to try to break that plateau. Don't ever give up. Stay on the True Fix. Okay, the TrueFix is going to be your core key product, and that's the one that you're going to sell the most of too. I would say 99% of our people are on the TrueFix True Control combo. Thank you, Tammy. Okay. I didn't realize it's only been like 27 minutes, you guys. Maybe we can do some stuff together. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be great, JC. Okay, so if you only need to find me on Facebook, it's Theresa, Theresa, Deskin, Deskin, Pierce, Pierce. Okay, and anyway, so yeah, anyone that's local, I would love to get with y'all, and let's build True Vision strong in this area. Houston's pretty much wide open, but I say, wouldn't it be nice for each areas to just get all of the True Vision people together? Can you imagine what a force we would be if we could do that? No matter who your sponsor is, because we all work together. So anyway, so a little bit about my story is I had 6 autoimmune diseases. I had I had 6 autoimmune diseases, and I had lupus, Sjogren's, Hashimoto's, PCOS, fibromyalgia, and rheumatoid arthritis. And I was in bed from age 37 to 42. I was bedbound because I couldn't function, and the doctors couldn't help me. They just kept using me as a guinea pig, stabbing my legs with these needles. I mean, just doing all kinds of crazy stuff to try to find some way to help me. MRIs, EKGs. It was every week. It was something different. And then I ended up coming down with Lyme disease during a move that we had. We had gotten into a patch of grass that had a ton of ticks in it. And a week later, I found a tick near my private area. Not exactly on my private area, but near it. And so within that week, I was in the hospital and just disoriented. And so I came down with Lyme disease also. So I was in really bad shape. And I'm telling you, these products, I don't know what I would do without them. I probably wouldn't be here. I'll be 50 this year. Oh my gosh, in October. And I'm fitter at 50 than I was at 37. Healthier, and anyone can change their life and turn it around. And what I love is that we have the power to help other people do that, you know? And yeah, 50, yeah, isn't that crazy? I know, it's like half of a century, oh my gosh. So we have the power to help people. And you know, my sister Deborah is the one that shared Dave Brown's product with me, and I'm so grateful that she did. And I was so skeptical because I was already on so much medication that I didn't want to take anything else. And so I told her, I said, you take it and I'll watch you. Well, she was manic depressive, bipolar, fibromyalgia. She was actually stuck downstairs because she was in a condo and she couldn't go up and down the stairs. So within 2 weeks, she called me and she's like, guess what I'm doing? And I'm like, what? And she goes, I'm running up and down the stairs. And I said, in 2 weeks? And she said, yeah. And I said, but have you lost any weight? So she took the after pictures, and in 2 weeks, the weight I saw her lose, I was like, oh my gosh. So I let her be my guinea pig for 2 weeks, and then I joined right away when I saw her results. And within about a week, I felt different. Within 30 days, I knew that this was going to be the answer. And so I started doing a lot of research on why this works the way it does. And so if any of you ever wonder or get asked, you know, why it works, is because the blend of the minerals that are in our TrueFix, okay? The blend is all your, like your Dead Sea minerals, okay? Magnesium, zinc, chromium, selenium, vanadium, copper. Those are all your Dead Sea minerals, and the blend of those minerals help to cleanse your liver, and our livers get clogged. And so our livers hold on to toxins, and it's like our liver's a filter, kind of like a water filter. And you know how when you have a water filter, you have to change the filter. If you have a water system or something on your house, you have to change that filter. And here we are, our bodies with this liver that needs to be changed are cleansed, and it's just getting clogged, and it's clogged so bad that it starts storing on our body, okay? So when you have a toxin on your body starts building antibodies to fight that toxin. So with me being as sick as I was, I wanted to know how and why this product worked for me. What was the deal with it? And so it promotes healthy liver function, which helps cleanse the toxins out of your liver, which gives your body a clean filter so that it can start filtering again. I know some people don't really like the information, but I wanted to know why. Okay, I want to know why I was in bed for 5 years, and 2 or 3 weeks into this, why was I out of bed living my life when I tried everything? And so that's what it is our livers become like a clogged filter, and you get all those toxins on your body, and your body starts building antibodies, and then your body starts attacking itself. And then guess what? You're not losing weight because your body won't let you let go of anything, because it's saying you're in turmoil and you need this fat to survive. That's how I got up to 300 pounds. I was hardly eating and just kept gaining more and more weight. That is so right. That's so right. The liver is the first defense. I mean, yeah, the liver is that's how everything runs in your body, is through your liver. And so I love our products, and you could tell. I mean, look what it's done, you know. So so not only what it's done for you, but the people that we've been able to help. Gosh, like I said, I've been with Dave Brown for 7 years now. Thank you. You know, and the people that we've been able to help are the people that I've seen True Vision help, and my teammates help. Has just been astonishing. You know, I mean, gosh, look at the Finchers. You know, the Finchers. Look at Stephanie Fincher. Oh my gosh. You know, and then just so many people. Dawn. You know, if you don't know Dawn Ripper, she's like she was one of our biggest testimonies. She's down 140 pounds, was pre-diabetic, had lost her mom to cancer, her grandma had cancer, and she was newly divorced with kids. And she's down 140 pounds, and she's here local, a couple of hours away. She lives in my sister's hometown. And just so many people that I've seen on this journey that their lives are completely turned around because they cleansed their liver, because they got some energy. And so, you know, the thing of it is a lot of times we look at these capsules and we don't realize that how golden they are. I mean, one thing me and my sisters always say is we would live in a tent. We would not pay any other bill if we couldn't afford it, but we would buy our True Vision capsules, our True Control, and our True Fix. The True Fix is your main one. That's the one that does all the work. So if you don't know that, the True Fix does the work. That's the one that you see so many results on. The True Control is just your helper to the True Fix. Okay, so if you're just on the True Control, make sure you get with your sponsor, get on the True Fix too, because the True Fix is what's gonna do most of the work that needs to be done with your body to make it more of a long-term effect of health and better weight. So we see a lot of people that order just the energy, and that's not the one that's doing the work. Okay. So anyway, that's some of my testimony. I might go over some of the other products that I love. I used to be a speed skater. When I was 13 and 14, I competed until a skating wreck broke my sternum. And so for some reason, I always had kind of muscular legs, I guess from being a skater, and I always lived with leg cramps. I woke up in the middle of the night all the time with terrible leg cramps. And so our heart and hydration has actually stopped that. I only drink maybe 3 a week, and I don't get leg cramps anymore. And so, if you have a customer, or we actually have a local customer, her husband was severe leg cramps all the time, so bad that he would go to the doctor for them. And he cannot live without our heart hydration. He just loves it. And let's see what else. The deodorant. Okay. So the deodorant, I'm telling you, I use it for everything. I put it everywhere, not just my underarms. I mean, it kills so many things because there's so many good essential oils and stuff in it. So the deodorant, I mean, I have the tub of it, and then I have the stick. The stick I use under the arm, and the tub I use it just about anywhere I want to. I even use it as a lip scrub. I used it, let's see, what did I use it for the other day? I cleaned something with it, and it worked really well. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, our deodorant, the one that you dip into, it's a good lip scrub for your lips, so you can get all the dead skin off. Okay, so there's so many things that our products are multiple use. Just be creative and try them, for different things. Just like some people use the serum for the skincare on their hair. And so you can definitely use that as a serum for your hair too. And I've been using our skincare line for since it came out, but before it came out, we tested it too. And I have seen a huge improvement in my skin. So if you have not tried the skincare, you're missing out. Like I said, I'll be 50 in October, and I believe our skincare line has done so much for me over the past, I would say, 9 months or so. That you definitely need to try the skincare if you haven't. If you don't want to buy the whole 159 kit, my favorite thing is the night cream. It's such a thick cream, but it's not heavy, and it really, I find that it really gets rid of the wrinkles. So anyway, that's some of my favorite products. And let's see, what else about growing? What else about growing and building can I talk about? Any ideas?
So sometimes when we do this, we kind of just, after like stories like yours, you're doing awesome. I love when you tell us your story because it's really incredible. But sometimes we kind of just, we can do like assignments and give them kind of an idea of something that you do on a daily basis. Assignment that you do for yourself to share with them. Because, everybody does it so differently.
Right.
So, yeah. There's just an idea to help you along.
Yeah. Like daily method of operation.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, my daily method of operation is I run several groups. I probably run about 15 groups. And so what I do, thank you, Joy. So what I do is I like to make at least one post a day in the groups that I do admin. Some of them require, more posts than one, but at least just one, and just make a list of the groups that you're admin in and that you need to be participating in. And if you can't do it, like say for instance, the next day is going to be really busy, you can schedule those posts. And so I think it's really important to make sure that you post at least once a day in any group that you admin. Another thing I do too is I like to reach out to new people. So I make at least one. I try to make 3 friends a day, but I do at least 1 a day. If I can't do 3, I at least make 1 new friend every single day, no matter what is going on in my world. So whether that's in person or whether that's through social media, because that's 30 people by the end of the month. And then that's how many people by the end of the year? 365, just 1 a day. You can start off small and build up. I mean, you don't have to just go full force at it. Build up over time. Oh, okay. So, Gosh, I mean, there's so much that I've learned through work in social media. Social media can take a toll on you also. And so sometimes you have to, kind of take a little break and do some local stuff so that you can, feel that connection with people. Some people like to be, behind the computer and work, and that's fine. The main thing is you find what works for you. If something's not working for you, there's a different way that will work for you. And so don't give up. Keep searching, keep looking, keep learning from the leaders. And to tell you the truth, we've got brand new people that come on. I mean, look at Allie Carlson, right? She came on and boom, she had all these neat ideas, and everything she did worked great. And so, the thing of it is you can be new and be great. You don't have to hold back. Don't hold back. If you have it in you, go full force. But it's not necessary. Do not feel like a failure if you can't. If you have to learn and you have to grow, it's just different types of people. And I don't think that there's any one type that's going to be better than the other in the end. I think it all evens out in the wash as long as you hang in there and keep trying. And you're making me hungry. So it's funny because I was going to eat something before the call, and then we're in the middle of selling our house, and the closing is the 17th. Well, the inspection came through, and they gave us this list of like 20 things, petty things that we have to do before Saturday. So I was like, really? Like, they want us to label every single pool item, what it does, and how to clean a pool. And I'm like, can you go watch YouTube? Really? So anyway, I didn't get to eat, and you're making me hungry. I guess I'll just drink some water. But let's see, what else do I do on a daily basis? Make sure, one thing that I did in the beginning is make sure that your kids and your husband are getting your daily attention too. Make them a part of your daily method of operation, because that's time you'll never get back. My first couple years, I hit it so hard. I was on the road a lot. I was traveling, I was holding meetings. I was going to every single event. And I mean, it really is important, but don't leave your family out. And I'm really bad about not being a multitasker. So when I'm at an event, I don't call my kids and I don't call my husband. I'm just at the event and I'm like living in the moment. And I find that that's been, I find that's been something that I need to work on. And so now I put aside that time for my daughter. My daughter's 15. She's at a critical age. My son's 18. I've homeschooled them, but they pretty much homeschool themselves because I was always gone. And so make sure that they're a part of your, thank you, that they're a part of your daily method of operation. Doesn't need to be just job related, because the thing of it is this is a relationship business, and every single relationship is gonna mold you into who you are. And so make sure that your relationships with your parents, your sisters, I mean, one thing too, anyone that knows me is I've got two sisters, and we are so close. We are so close, but we have just as many problems as other families have, but we drop it and we let it go. And the next day is a clean slate. And I thank God for that, because if you can't let things go and have a clean slate the next day, all you're doing is bringing baggage with you, and that baggage is going to pile on and pile on. And so, make sure that if you have, we're not all going to think the same. We're not all going to do things the same. Make sure that you're leaving whatever happens in the past and making that relationship new every day. Okay. I have seen a lot of people fail because of personality conflicts. I feel very fortunate to be able to get along with most people. I love all people. I don't care what they do to me. I don't care even what they do to other people. It hurts me, but I still care about them and love them, and don't want to see them hurt or fall or anything like that. And so for me, I'm fortunate that I do have that personality, that I can wipe the slate clean easy. So So, you know, just maybe working on that. Some people let other people stop them from succeeding because they're holding a grudge, because they can't wipe their slate clean. I think in this industry, thank you, Pam. In this industry, you really have to be that way because you're dealing with so many people. I mean, I deal with thousands of people. And if I let what just one of them do or say, you know, hurt me, then it's going to stop me. And it has. I mean, I've fallen victim to that. And I'm sure people have fallen victim to something that I've said or done unintentionally or been forced to say or whatever. And the thing of it is if you live your life hanging on to that, it will keep dragging you down, and you'll be under the ground and not growing. And let those roots stay in the ground. You know, let them stay buried, and then blossom this beautiful flower up out of the ground. And you know, that's the hardest thing. You know, I'd say that's the hardest thing about this industry. The products are wonderful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about our company. I have never seen a company like our company. Most companies, if you've ever done this business before, they keep a lot of your money. There's some companies like that have two legs, and say for instance you're building two legs and you're not getting paid on your biggest leg. They only pay you on your smallest leg. That's a binary comp plan. It's terrible. It's terrible, terrible. Thank goodness we get paid on every single thing that we do. Another thing too is, oh, thank you, Michelle. Another thing too is they do so much for us. I mean, look at all the free product they give us for, you know, doing our auto ships and then our 10K steps. If you, I finally got my year of 10K in, and I should be getting my shoes in the mail any day now. If you're not on the 10K program, you know, the thing of it is if you move during the day, you're going to get your 10,000 steps. Okay. I've been getting 23,000, 28,000 a day. Just in my everyday movement. So if you don't have a Fitbit, you need to get one, because I get tons of free stuff on the 10K program. So definitely get involved with that program. Tons of free product all the time from it, and not just the prizes. And then also, you know, your auto ships will get you free product, but then the trips, anybody. Yeah, and two, it keeps you motivated. So I really like that about it too. And then also get involved with the True Vision Transformation, the True Transformation. Even if you haven't turned in your pictures, they give some really cool tips and ideas of things that you can do, even how to use our seasonings to eat healthier. And so you don't have to be in the competition to benefit from being a part of the True Transformation group. So definitely get in that on Facebook. Kiva is amazing. Kiva, you can actually just, you know, talk to her and she'll help you, you know, privately. You can inbox her and she'll help you. She's just amazing that way. And I would say our company gives more than any company I've ever seen. And so many trips won, and new people can come in and win that trip. I've had brand new people that just joined, and within 30 or 60 days, they already have a trip. So it doesn't matter what role you're playing in the company. We all start on the same playing field and with the same clean slate every month. You know, the month begins and everyone's at zero, right? We're all at zero, everybody. And so we all have to build for the month. And it's kind of scary when you first see it, but that's what I love about our company is we all start at the same place every month. We all start at zero, and we build our way up during the month. So don't think that a leader has any more advantage over you if you're new, or if you've been in the company and you're not, you know, a top leader. We all have the same advantage. It's according to, you know, what you do with your time, how you treat people, how you follow up, building the relationships, and just really staying devoted to your product. There's so many people that that you find out they haven't taken their product for months, you know, and it's like, and then they start to fall away because the love for their product isn't there because they're not using it. So if you don't love a product yet, you better go through those products until you find something that you are in love with. Because when you're in love with something, it's going to motivate you, and it's going to make you more active in your business and sharing it with other people. I tell you one thing. So my brother, he was very skeptical. He's one of those people that grew up eating vegan and chicken and vegetables and worked out every day. And us three sisters of his was overweight. And so he never really wanted to listen to anything we had to say because we found a product that made us feel good and lose a little bit of weight, you know, well, a lot of weight. But so he is an insurance adjuster, and he's 55 years old, and he has to climb on top of roofs, and he tore his rotator cuff. And so that's pretty hard to climb up ladders and stand on roofs with a torn rotator cuff. And he was staying at my house one night because he had a claim that he had to file that was close to where I lived. And I gave him some MSM, and he was amazed. So he kept taking the MSM. Well, now everybody that he talks to knows about our MSM. He is in love with our MSM, methyl sulfonamethane. Dave Brown taught me how to say that and what MSM is. And so he's always sending people to me for the MSM. So don't just feel like you're at a dead end if you haven't found something you love. You need to try it. Use your reward points. Use your 10K step points to get new products so that you can have a passion. Because sometimes, you know, there's so many different, thank goodness we can use so many different trackers with our 10K program. So definitely get with your sponsor. Y'all find out what kind of tracker you need to get because it really pays off. I get a ton of free stuff. And not only that, I'm excited to get my steps in every day, so it helps. And you know, the thing of it is you can get up and dance in front of your TV show or whatever if you're at the end of the day and you need to get the last of your steps in. So it kind of motivates you to keep going. Oh, I've never heard of the Garmin. I have a Garmin in my car for the map, but I didn't know they had a Garmin Fitbit or tracker. That's pretty neat. So it's 7:54, and I've talked for a long time. So Stacy, is there anything that anyone wants to add, or you said give them an assignment? Thank you.
So you did awesome.
Thank you, Stacy.
Great for your first power hour. Hope you get to join us more often.
Oh yeah, definitely. This the sale of this house is supposed to go through May 17th, and so I'll be on all of them as much as I can from now on. So
good.
Yeah.
So assignments. I would advise you to do these 3 things this evening before you go to bed, and that is to post in your customer group at least twice. Comment on 10 different posts in your customer group, and make sure you don't just put awesome, great, congrats. Do something about their story so that they say, I don't know, make it something nice. If their smile looks better, compliment them on their smile and let them know that their smile looks better or whatever. You know what I mean? Do that, and then post on your wall about True Power Hour. That would be some quick assignments for you guys tonight.
Yeah.
And
y'all don't forget, if y'all do any of the local assignments where you do the mall or the weight loss study, y'all will be entered to win this bling True Vision necklace. So make sure that y'all get with me if you do anything local, and I would love to give this away to somebody that is building their business local, because I think that rocks, and you get to hug on people.
You can, definitely. It's really great to have a local team because like yesterday, there was, I think, 8 or 9 of us got together for breakfast. And, you know, it's just great to get together and talk and have like-minded people near you and just be able to, you know, communicate. Because sometimes communicating online is so hard. So, yeah, local teams are awesome. So, yep, starting your warm market. And I'm excited to tell everybody that I've got something really awesome I've got going on. And hopefully we'll be able to tell everybody about it next week.
Yay.
So I'm trying to just get everything organized for it. But yeah.
Well, I appreciate y'all having me. It's weird because let me tell you, you don't want to do things. You're scared. I got sick to my stomach before I started on here because I haven't done a live in a while or anything like that. And so, yeah, so I mean, we all get those butterflies and sick feeling and we don't want to do it, but I made myself do it. And I'm so happy I did because look how many great people I've got to meet and hopefully been able to help you in some small way. So.
I think so. I think everybody really enjoyed your power hour. So with that, with Theresa being host, all you have to do is push end meeting at the top and the meeting will end. The meeting was already recorded for you. You didn't have to do anything. And we will see you guys later. See you tomorrow on Power Hour.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for having me. I don't know how to stop it.
Okay, so are you on your phone still?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay. Did you find it?
Yeah. All right. Love y'all. Good night.
Bye. Night.